mean, they were great people. They installed things in you. How did that? How is this translated to your grandkids? You being a motivator, you being an innovator, and to your grandkids and your great grandkids.
Well, they're proud of me because of what I can do, what I've been doing. And as kids, I've always tried to teach my daughters is to pay themselves first to save their money. I've
What's their
always,
names if you want to say it? What's their
oh,
name?
and Antoinette Garrett, she's now Sanders, and Tracy Garrett, she's now a Lewis, not obviously not Kim, but the same name of her grandmother's maiden name.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they could tell you that I always try to instill in them, positive thing because I wanted them to go a step farther than me in finance. And now, though, I'm more educated about health. So this is the 3 points that I want to suggest to anybody out there. And listen to me. And if you take my advice, my last name Garrett, so I guarantee this,
Mm-hmm.
make put God first, acknowledge Him. He
Yes.
want to be knowledge. He'll
Yes.
love Him with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. This is my new motivation speech. Started
Mm-hmm.
off Him first, then love your neighbors as you love yourself. Don't be
Mm-hmm.
selfish. Don't be selfish, but know the difference when you give. You don't always have to give from the pocket. You can give words of wisdom, which is greater than wealth.
Yes.
Greater than wealth.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, with those 3 keys or 3 points, last name Garrett, I guarantee you, even though you're gonna be challenged with life, you might be on your back, but you'll be able to look up and get up and still move forward. You refuse to stay down. You refuse to believe that the end is here, and yet you still living to witness to it. No, I've been down and I've been up. I've been down again. The Bible says a righteous man may fall 7 times, but he'll get up. That's the truth. When a fool or is made to stumble in his calamity, he only falls 1 time, and it's all over with. So all
Mm-hmm.
those fools out there that's doing harm and plotting to harm your neighbor, to hurt someone, to steal, kill. These things, you're only fooling yourself. Your life is
Mm-hmm.
very short for you. And in the end, it ain't gonna be like, well, death, because death is easy. No, it's gonna be some more suffering consequences, something that you're gonna dread.
And
You
you
know,
know what? And
one
WG, I must ask you something. I'm
yeah,
listening to you. You are a senior citizen. Beautiful what you said about your grandkids and your daughters. I'd like to ask you something. In,
yes,
in nursing homes, there are good nursing homes and bad nursing homes.
yes,
And there is abuse that is going on in some nursing homes where they
yes,
take care of the elderly. And what happened is these older people are scared to say anything to anybody about it because they feel that they're powerless, that they can't do anything because there are some people that work in nursing homes are abusive. Okay,
yes.
and would you have a message to them? They're scared. Some of them are scared to speak out.
You
You
know,
know.
for those who are scared, but I think it's more of they really don't know. For those that might have dementia, okay,
Hmm.
and then others that do know, you might be you're probably right about that. But why be scared? They taking everything you got. I mean, what can you lose? It need to be reported, so therefore these people would either do their job or they leave the job unless someone else is going to do the job diligently, faithfully. You gotta first put your heart into these things and love doing this, love helping people like nurses and doctors. Yeah, you're not being paid enough money, but then if you feel that way, then why take the job? Don't do it just for a paycheck. Do it for the what for the caring and concern of others. Because if you live long enough and you're not careful, you're gonna end up in the nursing home. And guess what? What goes around come around. You will reap what you sow. Oh, it's a fact. It's a fact. It happens every day. I didn't experience it already. You might have experienced. I ain't talking about so much in a nursing home. I'm talking about it in the aspect. They could be some not done and forgot about it because I got away with it and thought I was, it's gone away. And I didn't change now. I'm now done seeing Jesus. I'm
Yes.
good. Everything good. But then some drastically what happened.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Because there's
like
people that come to me privately and say they in nursing homes they don't want to say nothing because they feel that the treatment would be better.
Oh,
And the staff sleeps at night
yeah,
and they're
but
scared. They ring on the bell to get
yeah.
assistance and they waiting there all night in a diaper.
Well, you know what? Hopefully that there's someone, and a lot of them don't have family, but hopefully they got family that they can report this to. They do have rights where they can report it, but then I don't know if it's, they're connected with, the supervisor with the employee. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And yes, and they might be scared because, like you said, they might make it hard for them, but uh, they're making it worse for you anyway. It's going to even get worse because that person is going to go too far. Do
Mhm.
something. Do some. Talk to someone.
Yeah.
Someone that you could, yeah, that hopefully, pray on it first of all. Pray on it that God will send someone that would listen to you, someone that would investigate and find out themselves the person not doing the job they're supposed to be doing, and then deal with that situation. Now, that's my advice. I really don't know much to say about that. I'm pretty sure others can, especially the special professionals, the lawyers, and perhaps Brian and Audrey. My thing with me, if it had to be, I know that this is happening to someone that anyone. If I knew about it, I'm going to report it. I'm going to report it because it's not right. And if that person, if that was that person's mother, they would feel, or father, you know, they would feel the same way. And again, they're not thinking that you're not gonna get away scot free. You right now getting away is good, but when it comes down, you're gonna regret and wish that you could start your life over again, but you can't because it'd be too late.
Let me ask you something. You are the motivational speaker. You're the doer. You're the dancer. You're the actor. Do you have anything specifically you would like to say to motivate people that may not be motivated?
Yeah.
Just talk to them.
Okay. Actually, no. Action is louder than words. So if you had a if I don't forgive me, but I don't know where to tell you to go to YouTube. I'm hoping, uh, Clifton, that you have a clip on that of what I do, and you see for yourself. Then, if you care enough about yourself, you'll be motivated. And then, if you care enough about yourself, that motivation would turn into an inspiration, because motivation only lasts for a moment, but inspiration will last for a lifetime.
I have to ask you. I'm going to ask you two more questions. Tell us about that great education.
Oh,
Tell us.
okay,
Tell us.
okay, it's beautiful. Audrey K, it's always something to learn when we go there. We always enjoy the guests that they have. Audrey, she's an I don't know how to describe her as being a great host.
Mm-hmm.
An educated person, very positive, beautiful, inside and out,
Mm-hmm.
and you will be anybody that would watch the Audrey K show, like Bill Cosby used to say way back then when he had a show on one of those shows, kids show. He said, "If you're not careful, you'll learn something."
How do
And
they watch the Audrey Case show? Is it on Can Television? Is it on YouTube,
oh,
Facebook? How
it,
do they watch the Audrey Case show?
it comes on the Can TV,
Okay.
Channel 19, and as a matter of fact, we got a play at. I think you was there. They running every Saturday called The Dance, part
Mm-hmm.
one and part two at
Mm-hmm.
10:30 a.m. Chicago local time, channel 19. They tell me for those who don't live in the city, limits, they could stream it,
Yes.
or they could find, be able to see the show. So with that, saying, I challenge you to take a look to watch it, and if you do, you will learn something. Pay attention to what we're the words, the meanings, the actions. You will be entertained. There's no doubt there. But the important thing is the message.
Yes. Now
So
you know what, WG, I have been asking you questions for almost a half an hour. You
Okay.
know what? Perhaps there is a message that you want to give to the audience that I did not ask, and there's a specific message that you would like to give to motivate people. And I'm
I
going to get
want
it.
I want you to show that script. Show that that one on YouTube or give the link or something, and it'll speak for itself. That's how I talk through my dancing. That's why I call myself the motivator, inspirator. I only talk after the fact, after you've seen it, after you impressed, after you're motivated. Now I got your divine attention. The doors is open. Just talking is like, well, I heard that before, and he don't talk that good anyway. So it ain't he's like talking loud and ain't saying nothing.
What
But
are you talking about? You talk great. What are you talking about?
I don't know. They might say that too. It might sound like music, but I'm not singing here. I want to show you. I want to show you what the incredible, biological, and phenomenal body can do. And let me share this with you. I want everybody to challenge, take me up on this. There's a cell. It's called a mitochondrion cell. The nickname is called the powerhouse of the cell. And guess what? The reason why I love my mom so much, not only did she gave me life or birth, but she gave me this cell, this mitochondrial cell. It only comes from the female DNA, not the male's DNA. I'll say it again. It only comes from the female DNA and not the male DNA. Now,
Mhm.
what's that doing? And that cell, now hear me out, but do your own research, because when you do your own research, you
Yeah.
gain better insight on it. That they found this cell, and first of all, it's an exercise, but it's high intensity cardio.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like you remember in school, they used to do sprints. And they still do sprints. These young people don't run real fast. Well, that's a function of the mitochondrial cell. Okay, now they did a study. This gentleman's named Robert Mitchum, I believe. He's on YouTube. 101 years old. He set a record on the distance and fast, cyclists. At 101, come on, he always passed what people would say. Man, you're lucky if you make 100 and have a sound mind. This man only had more than the sound mind. He had a body that was equivalent to a much younger age. And then at 107, you ready for this? This
Mhm.
man increased, not decreased, increased, not decreased, increased his paddle power by 40%. 40%, 107.
Mhm.
Oh no,
Wow.
no, you didn't hear me. It might be like vapor right now.
Stronger than me, huh?
Think about that. Whoa, 100. Say, wait a minute, 101. He
Mhm.
set a record. Well, I didn't know if he could. I didn't think he would be able to even ride a bike.
Yes.
Nevertheless, to be able to get up on one. Well, this
Mhm.
brother man set a record of 101 on this. Look at him on YouTube. It's got all the history right there. But at
Okay.
107, he increased his paddle power. So they did a study. Scientists did a study on this, and wonder what made this man, who's a ordinary biological, human being, able to do what he do. Now it's not. I know a lot of they say only about a third has they call long-term gene where they do live 100 and all that. But they found the study on people that was handicapped with canes. Now listen to you, everybody out there that's walking with canes and stuff like that. Get with your therapist. They do help you, and take that to heart. But get involved. Learn how. It's a program on this on high intensity workout, which is I call it tap into the mitochondria, or the function of the mitochondria cell. And this cell have caused it caused you to increase, to have a stronger heart. It regulates your insulin. It burns fat. It builds muscles. It does a lot of things. And I know because this is what I do. Now, I didn't know at age 55 and 60, that's what I was doing all along. I was using another type of method called the
Mhm.
target range, where you stay within a heart range for a period of 20 minutes. And the formula to that was 220 minus your age, and then you calculate that as the low range, maybe around 30%, and the high range, maybe about 60 or 65%. And once you build up to that, you stay and you better your heartbeat stays within that range. Now you ain't constantly just running, high speed for that minute up for 20 minutes. That's a long time. But you keeping your heart rate there by pushing it to at that speed, or at that pace where the heart rate stays at that. And once
Yes.
you get to that and you be able to hold it for the 20 minutes, you are in shape. You got a strong heart. You got a strong lungs. I know this because I've done it, and that's how was able to dance some back to back. And I'm in my late 50s, doing it. You know what I'm saying? Doing it.
Mhm.
And but then later on, I learned that there was the mitochondrial cell, and I still use it today. I use a bike. Oh, I have a stenosis at my spine, so therefore I can't
Yes.
run, straight up on, outside like others can, or sprint, but I can do my sprints on the bike, and so is my wife, and that still keeps me, and I stay in my target range most time, my heart rate, that it keeps my heart strong, my lungs strong, and guess what? Now I have high blood pressure. Of course, it's been real good lately because of the things I'm doing, but even with high blood pressure, nothing really like life threatening or nothing like that. My heart rate
Mhm.
always below 60. Now,
Okay.
60 is the average. When you and let me make that clear. When I say below 60, meaning when at a rested stage. Obviously, if I'm moving, you're gonna raise your heart rate. But
Mhm.
when you sit down, when you relax, then your heart rate comes down. When it comes down below 60, it indicates physical
Yeah.
fitness, strong heart. Oh, you know about that there. Strong heart.
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. Strong heart and
Yeah, I'm writing. I'm learning. I'm
yeah,
listening.
yeah, yeah. Check your heart rate when you
Yes.
get off it. Make sure that your blood pressure is up. But if your heart rate is at 60, 65, I guess, and 70, I guess that's the norm. They
Mhm.
said 67 is normal. That's all right. But to
Mhm.
be in physical fitness, your heart rate gonna be lower than that.
Okay.
At a
Okay.
resting stage, it's gonna be lower. Right now, my heart rate, I've taken them recently, is around 48, 49, and sometimes 50 or 51.
Mhm.
Very seldom that I think only once or twice so far that it hit 60. It might have been I maybe got a little excited or maybe danced a little bit before I took my heart rate.
Mhm.
But my heart rate is really, and I have heard nurses to say, those who know about it, he said, "You work out, don't you?" I say, "Yeah, I do." "How did you know?" He said, "Because of your heart rate. It's low." That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And let me make this perfectly clear for those who saying, "Yeah, but you can walk out there and get hit by the car today." Let me share this with you. I don't worry about tomorrow. See, God holds that as a secret in his hand. He holds the future. He
Mhm.
knows how and when I'm going to leave from here. What I function on is I'm sorry, focus on is wellness.
Yeah.
Wellness.
You.
Keep that in mind. But they missed the point.
Mhm.
They'll find every excuse to do what they do and think they're right.
Mhm.
Like what Paul said, my brother, don't be ignorant. Let
Mhm.
me enlighten you.
Mhm.
Know the facts.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And you know what, WG?
yeah.
You know what? I wasn't gonna ask you this, but you know what? Sometimes when you're interviewing, you think of a question. What would you say is your legacy, and how would you like to be remembered?
Oh, that's easy. The motivator, inspirator, love to dance, do the percolator. He couldn't percolate, but he can regulate. And he he also, dances more like on the Jane Brown style. And he loved Mr. Brown for his educated feet. And he tried to dance with educated feet that taught him to how to dance. He's able to dance. I just want to be remembered as the type of person who love others as he loved himself, and that he was a good dancer. And yes, the things he did, I probably can't do, but then again, I can if I discipline myself.
Mhm.
You know. So
Would
yeah.
you have a message for this? You know, if it's in cyberspace, it's forever. Would you have a message for your future generation? after you're gone? A specific message that you would like to put out for
Yeah.
people in your generation, in
Yeah.
in your family to see this later on in
Yeah.
Cyprus.
The,
Would
the
you have a
next,
message for them?
yeah, this young generation and the next.
I'm
Uh,
talking about your next. I'm talking about your kids and your
oh,
grandkids in the
okay.
future.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
may see this. Would you have a? They may see
Yeah.
this 50 years from now. Would
Yeah.
you have a
Yeah.
message for them?
Yeah. My message is that follow my lead, do what I do, and then you don't have to say that I want to be like you, but you can say I'm gonna be like my great grand, great grand, great grand, great with a great and a great grand like him. But also I'm gonna be better. That's my message to my my generation, next generation.
Uh, that, that's heavy. And you know what? We're going to leave off of that. But I would also like to know: Do you dance and do you act for other people? And if you do dance and act for other people or organizations, how do they get in contact with you?
Well, I got to be honest. I don't do much of that now because if I do, I must charge, and that's a problem for me of charging. I don't know how to charge. I want to be fair, but then I want to be fair to myself because every time I dance is always a risk. Because that's with anybody. It's a pleasure and honor, though, and then it depends on the situation. So
Yes.
you can email me, Garrett, GARRETT, William, WILLIAM 35 at yahoo.com.
Mhm.
And all lower capitals. And then you can kind of reach out and then I'll see if I can find. I know I got some videos. Forgive me, I don't have this Facebook and all the other things set up like I should.
Not yet. I got you. Not yet.
Yeah, but I got some on YouTube. Do you have a script?
You know what?
Did you?
Those links are going to be in the description. But I was just trying to get you to make them
Oh,
aware
all
that
right.
they can get in contact with you.
Yeah, but that's how you can get in contact with me is and then the script, and that script it have the YouTube link,
Mhm.
and then you can also please put a message in there. Let me know that you watched the video, you like it, and all that. I have others where I did as far as my birthday, my 70th birthday, and I got one coming up that I'm gonna do when I reach 75, and I still believe I will be alive, and so therefore I want to do one that you're gonna really like it. Short.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to make it make TikTok, hit TikTok and see what it'll do. Meanwhile, with YouTube and others. So yeah, kind of be looking out for that November the 13th or around that time. Or
What year?
no,
What year?
next month. November ain't came yet.
2023. Okay.
Okay, I'll say it. Yes,
Yeah.
2023.
Okay. And for the people, his future generation that is looking at this, this is your grandfather talking in year 2023. He
Amen.
was in Chicago
Yes.
in the United States of America for his future generation. So I just want to put that out there.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Well said. Well
Okay.
said.
So WG, you know what? I have to wind down, but will you come back to the Underground Railroad podcast?
It would be an honor.
Okay. And I'm gonna tell you, I share something. WG, I enjoy talking to him in the parking lot of Can Television. And we
Okay.
talk, but we've been meaning to do this for a long time. But that was on my time, but this was done on God's time.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I enjoy it. And what else I enjoy about him, we don't always agree. And you know what, but it stimulates conversation.
Yeah.
I never liked the yes man. Never liked the yes man. I never did.
Okay.
WG, your grandfather would be your grandfather, your WG, people that look at us in the future, he never was a yes man.
Yeah, I have lost work jobs on that behalf. You're right.
Yeah, but I respect you, brother, and you know what? I thank you for accepting the invitation to come on the Underground Railroad podcast. We do a television show. We come on every Saturday night at 10:30. Especially, I want to thank you and your wife
All right. All
too,
right.
with all due respect,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
for accepting the invitation to come on the Underground Railroad podcast. Thank you, my brother.
And thank you, my brother, for allowing me and giving me this opportunity.
Okay, let me say assalamu alaikum to everybody. And whether you are in the United States, you in Central America, you in Asia, you in Africa, you in the UK, you're in Alaska, Australia, thank you. And share this broadcast. And especially his future generation.
Yeah.
Share.
Amen. Amen. Hey,
Uh,
can I say something? Do we have any time?
Go ahead, brother.
Briefly, the next time you have me to come on, I want to talk about, if you see this calendar back here, those are marked of, earnings and stuff of stocks and stocks earnings and stuff, and that's about being a trader and options and stuff. So I would like to only just briefly speak on that to see if some young ears out there would take heed of that and do research and stuff. And that's a whole nother chapter for next time, but you'll find it's very beneficial.
That's no problem. It's no problem, my friend. No problem. Okay.
Thank you.
Always enjoy talking to you, brother.
Thank
Always. We
you.
don't agree on something, but I enjoy talking to you. Like I said,
Mhm.
I think one of the reasons I gravitate towards you because I never liked the yes man. I never liked the yes man because you know what? I cannot really learn nothing from a yes man that
That's right.
agrees with everything. I can't.
You're not by yourself. I can't see how anybody can from a yes, man. That's too much sucking up.
Yeah, I know I ain't right all the time. I like to
Yeah,
believe it though.
yeah, man. I know what you mean. There's a whole lot of that, man, especially on the jobs. Oh,
Yes.
yes, man. Yeah, to
Oh
everything.
yeah, I forgot to ask you something.
Yes,
Where's your church located at?
it
Where's your
would.
church?
It would be actually. Don't have a church. I with Audrey K. Christ Alive Worldwide Ministry. We call it the Church with No Walls,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tune in on the. Let's see now. It's into the light site.com. You can go there to get the information where we have like Bible study, which would be tomorrow night
Mm-hmm.
on Zoom at
Mm-hmm.
6 to 8:30.
Is it a
And
telephone number they can call?
oh boy,
You know,
you,
man, I can't help it. I love to interview people.
I was saying, wait a minute. You know what? Let's see. Let me see quickly. I know that we're running behind. I don't want to.
Yeah. Hey, WG, I love to interview people, brother.
Oh, well, that's great. That's real great. I'm pretty sure it'll be an honor for Audrey and Brian to come on.
Oh, I'm just waiting on them. I extended the invitation to them a long time. He said they'll get around to it. But I extend the invitation, man.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime they want to come on and talk about
hmm
anything, they real. I like them, brother.
Well, I'm gonna tell Audrey I came on and it was very interesting and I would definitely like to see her or maybe all three of us or
Yeah.
all of the Christ Alive was able to come on.